Hi everyone, I'm Jenna, and today I'm here to bring you guys my last update for the booktube-a-thon. So that means today is day 7. And today I didn't have to work, so I got a pretty decent chunk of reading done today. Now the first thing that I managed to read and finish is William Shakespeare's Star Wars, Verily a New Hope by Ian Dozier. And this book I technically didn't read. I actually listened to this on audiobook while I read along to this. I'm so happy that I did because the audiobook was fantastic. Because this audiobook is very different from regular audiobooks. We just have one person reading the story and sometimes doing voices for each of the characters. This one had different people reading for each of the characters. Plus, there were sound effects in this book and Star Wars music that was underlining the story at points, and that just made this story really come alive and keep me engaged, and I really loved it. And I would really highly recommend the audiobook for this because it just was so good. And this book in its entirety is 169 pages. After I listened to this, I read more of Juniper Lemon's Happiness Index by Julie Israel. And I said in my previous video that I was trying to finish the book today, but that didn't end up happening. I only managed to read 80 more pages of this book. So if we combine the 80 pages I read of this book with the 169 pages of William Shakespeare's Star Wars, we'll get a grand total of 249 pages. Now combine that with the previous grand total of 920 pages, we get a grand total of pages read for the entire week of 1,165 pages read, which is not quite where I wanted to be, but I'm still very happy with the progress that I did make. Now on to how many books did I read this week. Now I wanted to read 7 books this week, and I ended up only reading 4.5 books, which is off my goal, which I have to say is pretty great considering how much I read at the beginning of the year, which was only 1 book. So 4 books this week is pretty good. And now you're probably wondering, what challenges did I complete? And I only managed to complete 4 reading challenges out of the 7. So the first reading challenge I completed was reading a book entirely in 1 day, and for this I read Amulet, book 4, which is called The Last Council. And then the second challenge that I completed was to read a book with someone on the cover. And for this I read Amy and Roger's Epic Detour by Morgan Matson. And this book has 2 people on the cover, so it completes that challenge. Challenge number 3 is to read a book that is hyped. And for this I read More Heavy Than Not by Adam Silvera. So as you can see, I just put my hair up into a ponytail because it's getting a little bit too hot in my room to keep it down. But enough about my hair. Let's get back to talking about how I did for the booktube-a-thon. So, challenge number 4 was to read a book entirely outdoors. And for this, I managed to read William Shakespeare's Star Wars, Verily a New Hope by Ian Dozier. And this book I read while listening to it on audiobook. So those are all the 4 challenges I completed. I did, however, try to read the entirety of the booktube-a-thon pick, and that is Juniper Lemon's Happiness Index by Julie Israel. And if you don't know what the booktube-a-thon pick is, it's basically the book that the creator, Eric decided to have everyone read during the week, if you wanted to. And I decided that I wanted to read this alongside other people, but I think the reason why I didn't finish it was because I read it later in the week, and I just was reading this more slowly. I guess my brain wasn't fully on reading mode at that point, but I did really love what I read so far this book, which is basically almost half the book, and I really want to continue on this book and finish it and see what I think about it overall. So let's recap what I read. So I read a total of 4.5 books during the week of the booktube-a-thon, plus I completed 4 challenges and managed to read a total of 1,165 pages. And I have to say that that is really, really great. I think I deserve a little pat on the back for how good I did. So that rounds out this video for today. I really hope you liked it, and I will see you very soon for a new video. Bye!